The minute you think you got it together is the minute it just literally opens up another level of the game. It's like, okay, level complete, next level. And then you like, damn, am I a freshman again? Hey creators, welcome back to the studio. I'm Aramis, the artist. I've been working on being a better me. And the way that I process through my mental and emotional baggage is in the creative process. So I painted my shadow self before, and now I'm painting my higher self. And one of the patterns is that I don't have an idea in mind. It's not like I'm intentionally trying to paint my higher self, but as the painting evolves, it starts to reveal itself to me, and it really just starts to embody an identity of its own. And so it was my higher self. Now, this has been a piece that I've been working on through a series of weeks. And whenever I start a piece, it starts splashing color around. Of course, the canvas is laid on the ground. I'm pouring paint. And I showed in a previous vlog before how the background of this particular painting looked like the ancestors. It looked like the spirit guides. It looked like the higher realm, like they were making their presence known to me, which I so appreciate and need very often. You know, I think that sometimes we can feel alone in this 3D plane, but whenever I tap into like my spirit guides, I feel their energy so ever present in my world, and it's so comforting to me. And especially now when times just feel so heavy. I think what's so funny about this moment is like I was thinking about doing this video, right? I was like, oh, I did a shadow work video. I should do a higher self video. Like, she's giving higher self vibes, right? And like, you know, you're gonna be opening up more and sort of like sharing your evolution and sharing your journey with like mental health and stuff. The reason why I was thinking about this is because it's coming up on like the 10-year anniversary of a very pivotal moment in my life, like related to mental health. And I haven't really shared it with anybody, and it hasn't been, I mean, really the only people who really know is like my family members and like my closest friends. And I've been wanting to share this aspect of myself and share this story because I feel like it can help a whole lot of people out there. And like I remember going through this, y'all. I was so, what's the right word? I was so, is motivated, I guess. I don't know. I was so motivated. I was like, okay, 10 years from now, like, I'ma be good. I just had so much faith in myself, and it was really inspiring me and motivating me to get better and to get well, and like really she did it. To really get a handle on my mental health and really like build up strong mental fortitude, you know. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get better, I'm gonna get strong, and 10 years from now, I'm gonna be able to like share my story of how I overcame. Cute. Okay, real cute. If y'all are like artists, creators, empaths, light workers, those sort of sensitive beings, you know, these times can be difficult. I know for me, I like to speak for myself. As y'all know, I don't like to project onto y'all. So if you feeling good, if you feeling Gucci, that's wonderful. Okay, that's beautiful. I love that for you, you know, and I also love that for me as well, because I feel those moments too, you know. I also have been giving myself room to honor the different states of emotions that I have, because I have a lot of them, y'all. And it's crazy that I'm recording this video after I was just souped up in the last one. I had to watch my own video to inspire myself, because I'm feeling in a completely different vibration than I was back then. And back then, like, girl, was literally a couple days ago. That's the thing though. Like, that's really the thing. And this is the message that I needed to hear just years ago, just like in my early 20s, and now being in my 30s. I'm just like, girl, give yourself grace. Give yourself grace, and also give yourself full permission to be the person that you are. Okay, stop looking around, stop checking and seeing what somebody else is doing, or, oh, am I not doing it right because they're doing it differently? No, you're doing it exactly how you supposed to do it. You are the unique being who's having this unique human experience, and honor that. You know, it's like literally yours isn't supposed to look like hers. Yours isn't supposed to look like his. You literally here to have your own unique experience. And so that's what my higher self been telling me. But also, I'm like, girl, you did overcome, okay? You are strong as hell. You became so strong from that experience, and you learned so much, and you grew so much, and there's still stuff that you can share with the world that can help inspire and motivate and let people know that they can get through it too, you know? And that's really what my whole goal is in sharing everything of my, you know, my journey, my creative process, and like, you know, spirituality and mental health. Like, y'all, I just know it's just hard out here, okay? It's just hard out here, and nothing else matters if your mind isn't right, you know? And that's something that I'm super duper passionate about, and I just really like to encourage and inspire just the human being out here, you know? So in creating this painting, I saw the ancestors, okay? And I was like, ooh, okay, I'm feeling that. I have a full mental awareness that I'm a light being having a human experience, you know, like this isn't our home. This isn't our energetic home, you know? And it can feel, what is the right word for this? Whoever gonna get it. Okay, I'm not here to explain. Okay, I'm not. Go on your own journey of awakening, you know. But what's interesting is that when you have an understanding of the matrix, the illusion, the game of life, the universal cosmic dance that we're in now, it can feel very pointless. It can feel pointless to a place where you like, why am I here? What are we doing? Like, what are we doing here? You know, like, I see the illusion for what it is. Let's just move on, you know? But it's like, okay, this is where the new spiritual awakened beings can have difficulties on their journey. And I want to offer a level of comfort, because I know that I was there too, y'all. I was there too. I'm still there. We not above nobody over here. Okay, we all on this journey together. But I know during the early phases of my spiritual journey, it felt very confusing. I felt very lost. I felt very alone. And it also felt very pointless, you know, once you have an understanding like, okay, cool. Like, I done woke up from the dream. I don't like it here. But when you realize that you are a part of the game, now you get to define the rules. You get to decide how you get to play, and you get to make a decision that, okay, now that I understand that this world needs a lot of light, this world needs a lot of love, how can I be an instrumental tool to that process to help sharing love and light to this physical plane when it needed so desperately? And that's when I tap into my purpose. That's when I get to choose the purpose that I want to have on this life. So I was talking to Andy about it. Andy is my husband if you are new here. I know I'll be saying Andy like everybody know who Andy is. And I was like, babe, I could do this, and like want to incorporate like video and sound and photography and paintings, of course, you know, just like all these different layers I want to incorporate. But I think of anything, I've just been frustrated lately just because I have been feeling like in a little bit of a heavy space. Y'all, I'm gonna keep it real. And it's like, if any of my friends watch it, I haven't been replying to no text messages. The inbox has been full. I've been like, your girl can't adult right now. Like, I'm working through something, okay? And it's just like, man, when those moments come up, I just be feeling so, I feel so guilty. And it's just like, girl, girl, That's why I had to straight up watch my own video. It's like, at the end of the day, boo, just stay alive, okay? If you just made it through another day today, that was a win for you. Okay, every day we gonna keep getting better. And I think it's just so comically ironic that I'm brainstorming these new pieces that I want to create for this show that I want to do. Can y'all see me? Am I in focus? It's like I'm literally brainstorming these different pieces that I'm gonna share with y'all, talking about mental health and overcoming and shit, and a bitch is going through it. I mean, but maybe that's the message right there. Like, you never gonna get it done. Like, you never gonna be perfect. You know, like you never gonna fully, the minute you think you got it together is the minute when it just literally opens up another level of the game. It's like, okay, level complete, next level. And then you like, damn, am I a freshman again? Like, you know, you over here like, a bitch got her morning routine. She's meditated. She's hydrated. She's checking in on her mom. She calling her friends. Her inbox is empty. You know, never, sis. Never, sis. You gonna keep evolving. And also, because to be real, the 10-year-old version, like the 23-year-old version of me from 10 years ago, she will be looking at me now and be like, girl, you's a bad bitch. Like, I didn't see this for you. What's so fun about this like cosmic game that can feel so pointless, so meaningless, it's like I get to give it meaning, you know? So it's like, okay, if I get to give it meaning, if I get to decide what's important to me, I'm gonna make the things of beauty and love and creativity and fun, I'm gonna make those things a priority in my life. And what can be freeing in the understanding that this is all just a part of our light being, having this human experience, now we get to loosen up a little bit. You know what I mean? Now we get to not take it so seriously. Now we get to have fun, and we also get to release the guilt, the shame, all the heavy emotions that can make us feel like we're supposed to be doing this, or I'm here for this big old mission and purpose, and I gotta save the world, and I gotta, honey boo, I'm not here to save no world. Okay, this world was here before me and it's gonna be here after me. And what my important part of this cosmic game is to just share love. It's to just share light and to be a presence. Ooh, to be a presence. To be present. Like this. Did it just come to her right now? Girl, be present. Not her having breakthroughs. That's so crazy, because I've been feeling heavy because I've been thinking about the future. And then I get to worrying, the anxiety get to kicking in, you know, and then the other emotions start to come up of loss or mourning or grief or whatever when you start thinking about the past. It's like you thinking about everything else but the present. But this moment right here, but this moment right now, you know? The 23-year-old version of me would be like, sis, you did that. You did that. You doing that, you know? And so it's like we gotta sometimes look at ourselves through our younger version, through the eyes of our younger selves, and be like, yeah, no, celebrate this moment. Be proud of where you come from, because you've come a long way. You know, and I think I get frustrated because I be thinking like, man, but there's just still so much more to go, you know? I'm adding the arm in here, y'all, because I just wanted to give her some sort of, I know we hear that all the time, no, but like, but do you really do it though? That be the part. You know, like we hear all the sayings, we know all the stuff that sound cliche, or oh, that's a cute little Pinterest quote, or oh, but it's like, are we actually doing the work? Are we actually implementing what we're saying? You know? Shout out to my higher self. That bitch be speaking, okay? So let me take y'all on a journey of this creative process because it was interesting. And I love Abraham Hicks, okay? She likes to stay in the vortex of creation. And the way this piece started, I was like, ooh, first of all, what's always fun, especially with stretch canvases, and I haven't really used stretch canvas in a while. Usually I use canvas rolls, but I've been like, let's kind of play around with some stretch canvas. And what's really fun about that is, you know, you get to move the canvas around. It can drip and pour in all these different ways. And then the other thing that I try to experiment with is the actual orientation of it. It's like, is it going to be horizontal? Is it going to be vertical? So I kind of flip it around to see what is really standing out to me and what sort of composition do I really want this painting to embody. From there, I went on and played around with Golden's interference paint. I absolutely love the interference. So that's the type of paint that really gives the painting this like iridescence to it. So I use interference violet. Moving into these new series of works, I've really been wanting to explore how to incorporate more of the background and not just, you know, put a face on top of it or just like put any sort of subject matter on top. How can I really let both the background and the foreground have this sort of integration between each other? So from there, I started to apply the interference violet, and that really was like, I really wanted to feel like this sort of portal, you know, like it's this, just this, I don't know, y'all, damn, like trying to like articulate my paintings is so funny. This is interesting. You get it, okay? If you aren't new here, then you know that I've been exploring using myself as my own muse and like painting my own self-portraits. If you are new here, welcome, boo, okay? Y'all know I love welcoming the new folks. I'm Miss Hamer, I'm a full-time artist living and working out here in Seattle, Washington. I love painting cosmic queens and all the colorful things, okay? I've been working on using myself as a muse, similar how I did in the shadow work videos. So let me tell y'all how this started. This is interesting. The sun is coming out, y'all. The sun is coming out, and this is actually the spot that I used to take the video where I had snapped some still shots from that video footage, and those were the photos that I used for the reference for this painting. And y'all, something about the sun, it's like the sun is truly the energy bringer, the life giver, okay? And it's been great, it's been gloomy in Seattle, and that definitely affects my mood. So whenever the sun is out, I try to get as much of it as humanly possible. And it was just a fun exercise too, really just capturing these different angles, really letting the sun come in. I was really cognizant of how I wanted the light to hit my face, like what sort of contrast that I wanted. So I picked a sunny day, but it was also closer towards that like golden hour where it was like beautiful and glistening, and like it's like that sort of warm light. Now that really didn't influence the painting itself because I end up painting the subject matter purple, but just when it really helps me identify the contrast, it helps me identify where I want the highlights to be, where I want the shadows to be. So that was something that was important to me in the process of putting myself in these different poses. The halo. So we got the halo. It's giving halo, it's giving Saturn rings. I like both, and it's really just this symbolism of divinity, but also this sort of cosmic planetary Saturn ring vibes. I love Tannerelle. That's a singer that I really like, and she has a song called Mama Saturn that's just such a vibe. Like it's such a vibe. So it's given Mama Saturn. I really like that about this piece, but as y'all know, it's not done. Will it be done? When is it done? What's the process of it getting done? We don't know. She's living it. She's embodying it all. It's like literally hell is going on around her. Like the world is burning. But sister's thriving. Like she's in her vortex. I just want to be like her. Trying to be like my higher self.